Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before.
It's kind of fucking. God,
he takes it inside the 40. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were...
Let me fix my shit up.
You niggas are in trouble, man. Like he said, what he want, baby. I'll do that later.
For a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Haskins to throw it. He's got a man, complete. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Haskins on 1st down.
Oh, good shit, rookie.
Oh, what a catch at the 10. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board.
Oh, yeah, but I'm saying, yeah, that push is not going to work against that, but what if I got fucking stiff arm shit or trucking shit and I'm going to run over you? I'm not going to take that when you ran over.
The kicks away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
You see how they have an ultimate team? You could pick what abilities you want for each game. And you don't have to keep switching and shit. That's also good right here. That might be a push. Maybe a little bit too much.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. To try again after the sack. Goff going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Let's go, D. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. What? He's coming. Double up, double up. Go, go. Zoom, zoom. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And with a flag down, he goes down.
Holding on me?
So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That'll be complete to Cook. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Let's go. Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
What?
Throwing fires.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had at the end of their last drive. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. To throw again on second down. Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Wow, his corner
This
fucking
is
stop.
intercepted.
Oh, shit.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a really good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll run on first down. It's Yates, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On second down, it's Yates. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Let's go in and attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards that time at a Washington first. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, it's Haskins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Geis. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on second down. Haskins escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Corey Littleton able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here we go. 15 on it. Short.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Yates. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Go back. We got motion. Back up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Value 3. We're good.
Goff on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sharp. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
What?
Run with Henderson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This time, Haskins will look to throw. And this is incomplete.
Lord.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
That's when he throws the ball, bro. Come on,
but he
man.
cannot connect. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
This is brought in at the 21. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity. For them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 40 now on second down. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Haywood.
Third and long. It's gone. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
What the fuck is that?
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Niggas in the playoff game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second and 9, Haskins throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Oh, you look at the cheap replay to return shit. This the second challenge, man.
Because
Give
often
them
it
both.
can get jumped,
Thank
and
you.
it can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
53, check 53.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
My fault.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24. Here's Haskins to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lambert. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw, Haskins. Going to throw right side here, complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down. Haskins, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Yates, and he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Check 56. Hey, rush, slip. 5.
Gone. That's taken in by Henderson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Oh, wrong button. Thank you.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hines. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Geis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go.
And the blitz does come.
And
he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on their defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it, happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
What we got?
Now it's gone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. It's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, it's gone. Throw left side complete. It's Sharp. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 14. Hey, Alpha. 56.
Throwing again is gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Go off throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hines. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. On first down, Haskins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hines. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got number 53, Mike 53. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Come on. 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. Coming. Shut up.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hines. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike. 53, Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Yeah, Jim. That's it. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All right,
Haskins going to try to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Throwing now is Haskins. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Sherman, dog.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now gone. This throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
You see it all day.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30. 10, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches